So last year, I wanted to step more into this fuckboy side of me, where I, cold approach girls, I go on a bunch of dates, and I fuck a lot of girls. Now, last year, I also was surrounding myself with these religious guys. Now, they weren't like crazy religious, but they were tiptoeing around the lines. Now, here I was. I wanted to be more of this fuckboy and get girls and smash girls and fucking go on a bunch of dates. And I was hanging around with these dudes who were religious, who thought that that was bad, and who thought that that was degenerate, and who literally, like, again, if every God-seeking person would think I'm a piece of shit, right? So here I am. That's my goal. I want to learn how to get girls. I want to fuck girls. I want to do this. And before you criticize me and say, "Oh, I think that's a perfectly fine desire to have as a young man." Like, bro, when else are you ever gonna have this opportunity? Because it develops you so much. People will say, "Oh, dude, this is bad. This is bad." No, fuck you. This develops you so much more. And then fucking locking in and studying in your career, right? The people who lock in and forget about girls, they end up cocked. I swear to God, I sell engagement rings, and the amount of times I see people come in, the dude has no fucking experience, and the girl, I can tell, has tons of experience, and here she is walking over the guy, and all she sees him is a fucking bank ATM. So before you think that, oh, that's a bad desire to have, go fuck yourself, okay? Click off this video. I don't align with you, right? So I had this desire to get better at girls, fuck a lot of girls, go on a bunch of dates, learn game and everything. And I was surrounding myself with these religious guys. Now, they weren't they weren't like saying, "Hey, dude, this is bad. Like, this is fucking casual sex. That's really bad. That's not good for you." They weren't like that overt, but it was always like the underlying thing of like, "Oh no, this is bad. Degeneracy is bad, or getting girls is bad." And I kind of fell for it. Like, I I've never been religious. Never. Never, ever, ever in my life have I prayed. Never in my life have I really believed in any God or any religion. And since my closest friends are religious and all they talk about is fucking God and shit like that, it slowly starts influencing me. And now you could say, "Oh, bro, just don't let it influence you." But dude, if you're in a tribe and the whole tribe is talking about a topic and you don't know anything about that topic, you're gonna feel like shit. You're gonna feel excluded. You're gonna feel like you're a piece of shit. You're gonna feel like you don't fucking belong. And it's not a nice feeling to have. So obviously I started adopting a little bit of their fucking views, and I started getting influenced. Now, keep in mind, I wanted to fuck girls, I wanted to get better at girls and do all this shit. And here I was getting influenced by that shit. So I had this fucking bickering battle in my mind, this cognitive dissonance. Like, "Oh, dude, no, I should really just focus on God and just find a good woman and do all this shit, do all this shit." But in the other side, it was like, "No, bro, go fuck girls, go approach that girl, go fucking go on that date, go on that date, go out, download this dating app." Like, it was just like this internal battle. And for that whole year, I felt like fucking shit. My physique was shit. I didn't improve one bit in my game, maybe a little bit, but nowhere to where I'm about to mention, right? My life just felt like shit. And the reason why I felt like shit was because I was doing what I thought would get the validation of my friends. I didn't follow my own authentic desires of wanting to learn how to get girls and going on a bunch of dates and sleeping with a bunch of girls, because I thought by me not doing that, I would get the validation of my friends, you know? And I felt like fucking shit. The reason why I want to even bring this up is because, like, I already left my job, but every so often I get this guy who comes into my job. What I do is I sell engagement rings, and he's just getting forced to get married. Like, he's all, "My parents just told me, and so I'm gonna get married." Like, that is such a fucking pussy way life to live, because he's not living true to his own values, right? He's not living how he actually wants to live. He's living the way that he thinks will get the approval of mommy. That is such a fucking shit life to live, because I've done that. I have literally lived a life to think that, "Oh yeah, I will get the validation from others and I will just sacrifice what I actually want to do." And it is such a miserable existence. And it's like, I'm so glad. Like, so the reason even why I'm making this video is because last year, around this time, was the day I just started, like, stopped hanging out with them, and I just slowly started distancing myself away from them. And this whole year has been the fucking best year ever, you know, because I don't have this internal battle. I don't have these people influencing me into shit that I don't even want to fucking do. It's like, I'm not trying to blame them. They were good people, right? But imagine if you're trying to lose weight and you're just surrounded by fat people who want to eat out. It's already hard losing weight. You know, it's already hard changing. It's already hard doing all this shit because changing is hard, right? Most people who set goals don't achieve them because it's fucking hard to lose weight. It's fucking hard to improve your dating life. It's fucking hard to work on a business and see money and see all this shit. It's a fucking hard to change. So if it's already hard to change and you're placing yourself into scenarios where you're making it even difficult to change, then bro, you're not gonna fucking change, you know? And that's exactly what I was doing. Like, bro, I wanted to improve my dating life. I wanted to learn how to get girls, and I wanted to change because that was the skill I was lacking. Like, bro, I had like no girls through high school. So obviously this is a area that I'm gonna feel insecure about and I'm gonna want to level it up. So it's already hard changing. And then here I was surrounding myself with people who they weren't like telling me, hey, don't do this, but it was always the undertone of everything, you know, because it all just comes back to God is good and degeneracy is bad, right? So I want to change, and that's already hard. And here I am having societal pressure telling people from telling like subtle influencing, telling me that that's bad and you shouldn't do that. So obviously I felt like shit. Obviously I didn't level up any bit last year in my dating life. So it's only when I cut these people out and I actually started to align with people who shared my own authentic values, right? My own authentic desire to go fuck a bunch of girls and, you know, improve the skill. It's only when I surround myself with those people and actually started taking action and I actually started like living to my own desires. That's when I fucking changed. You know, that's when my life is like literally the best it has ever been. And the reason why I want to make this video is because a lot of fucking people aren't living the lives that they actually want to in terms of the dating life. They think that they need to go and get married. They think that they need to go and lock down a good woman. They think they need to do all this shit, but it's not really their authentic desire. Like if you asked me a year ago, is this my authentic desire? I would say yes. If you ask me right now, is this my authentic desire? I would say yes. And the way you know if it's your authentic desire is how do you feel when you do it? I I disobeyed my authentic desire and my fucking life was shit. I had a shit physique, I was shit with everything. But as soon as I follow my authentic desire, which is to fucking get a bunch of girls, fucking pack on muscle, voila. Like my life is fucking good, you know? So the way you find out what your authentic desire is see what actually makes you feel good, you know? Okay, if your authentic desire is actually settling down with the girl and getting married, and that makes you genuinely feel good, then fucking do it. But I would argue that's not really what you're I would argue that's really not what your desire authentically is if you're watching this video till this long, okay? Your authentic desire is probably like mine, which is to just fucking level up the skill, go fuck a bunch of women, spin a bunch of plates, you know, have this girlfriend, that girlfriend, that girlfriend, one falls off, whatever, get another one. That's probably the life that you actually want to live. And I'm telling you, the more you step into that authentic desire, the more and more closer you get into just like trying to embody what you actually want, the more you're gonna feel like a G and the more your life is just gonna feel like effortless, you know? Like, bro, there was times last year where I genuinely felt like, bro, what the fuck am I doing, you know? My my life was shit. Like I was genuinely like borderline depressed because I'm like, why am I not seeing any progress and any goals? And that's like the most fulfilling thing to me, right? Seeing progress and goals. If my goal was there to get fucking good with women, and here I am not even taking any action to get good with women, obviously I was gonna feel like shit. So I know this video is all over the place, but the moral of the story is fuck your friends, fuck society, do what you actually want to do. Because what the like, bro, it's your life. You live how you want to live to. You don't have to fucking listen to anyone. And honestly, you'll just feel way better if you really live to your authentic own values. But anyways, if you want my help for free, click that first link in the description. But catch you later.